Welcome to this space we are co-creating together. I have chosen to embark a new journey of sharing on this platform all that has been shared with me, with the hopes of helping others to grow, to evolve. And before I get into sharing the practice of pranayama, I thought necessary to introduce pranayama. What is pranayama? And before that, introduce myself. My name is Raveen. I am a holistic psychotherapist. My training initially in Western integrative psychotherapy, which I built along over years of my own self-exploration, my own self-discovery, healing myself, understanding the brain, the mind, the soul, and now in a place where I'm integrating it all into my practice. And I want to share these gifts, these pieces of wisdom that people have imparted on me to share with others. So I am creating this space to begin pranayama practice for the collective. But first, a bit about pranayama itself. Prana is your life force energy, your chi, you may hear it referred to in other Eastern philosophies and practices. And ayama means to master. So the practice of pranayama is to master your life force energy. And this is almost a metaphor for how you will go on in life. If you can master your life force energy, which is generated through your breath is one thing that is constant, right? It's always flowing, no matter what state of emotion or mentality you're in, your breath is constant. It changes with emotion, it changes with experience. And if you can master your breath, you can master your life force energy. You are the controller of your life. Life is not controlling you. There is so much power in this practice of pranayama. For me, I started learning and practicing pranayama a few years ago, just before the pandemic. And throughout the practice, I realized, wow, this is something that is already ingrained in me. I have grown up with an Indian mother. My mother is Indian, her mother is Indian, my lineage goes back to India. And the more I connected with this practice, the more I realized it lives in me. And so even more reason why I want to share it with others, because I believe it's my purpose of why I'm here. It's my gift. It's something that I have been given to share with others. Growing up, my mum always told me, you're not just this material body. The material world isn't everything. These material things are not real. And so from very young, I learned this. And then, it was just words to me. I just heard them. And then as I became an adult and I began to do things like practice of pranayama and other yogic practices, I really experienced, oh, I'm not just this body. I'm beyond. There's something more. There's something greater. So with pranayama, you can experience more than just this physical, more than just this 3D. It's more than just about breathing. It's more than just breath work. It's about connecting with yourself and connecting with what's higher, connecting with what exists around what you are in co-creation and coexistence with. Pranayama, often I refer to it as breathwork because it's the easiest Western term to translate to, but it is so much more than that. Pranayama is also about asana. Asana is your physical posture. So this is about building strength in your body. It's about going into certain twists and positions that help move stagnant energy, that help move emotions that are trapped in the body through your physical posture. Pranayama is also about mantra. Mantra is sound, is transcendental sound. Man is mind, and tra means to transcend, or is a tool. So mantras are a tool to help your mind. We integrate this into pranayama because sound is so powerful in healing, and it comes through your breath. When you exhale, that's your breath, that's how the sound comes. So these things are all interlinked. Do not mistake pranayama as a simple breath work practice. It is so much more. It's about connecting with your mind, your body, and spirit. It's a yogic practice. And yog means union of mind, body, and spirit. And through my own understanding of Vedic scriptures, I've recently been rereading the Bhagavad Gita. It says that yoga, in fact, it's not how the Western world portrays it, as you think yoga, you think downward dog exercise. No, it's not this. Yoga, in terms of breathing and controlling your breath, is not for material profit. Yoga is for you to become liberated from this material illusion. It's for you to come into self-realization. Yoga is about coming into higher consciousness. It's more than just a simple physical exercise or a simple breathing exercise. So this is pranayama. And what pranayama looks like in practice is, yes, a series of breathing, a series of different breath control practices. So some will include mantra, like the sound Om, which we break down into 3 parts. It involves doing controlled breathing, so holding your breath for a certain length, exhaling for a certain length, holding out the bottom. It may be more rapid breathing. With the rapid breathing, you are actually dispelling negative energy from the body. Negative energy we call apana. Apana is like the stale energy that's in you, the stagnant energy that needs to come out. There are certain breath sequences that can dispel this. So pranayama helps on a very physical level of strengthening your lungs, of improving your cardiovascular, your heart health. And then it also helps with your mind. You're getting more oxygen in your brain, your cognition is improving, your memory is improving. Your heart rate variability balances out. This is what you experience. If you're somebody who's anxious, who struggle with your mental health, your heart rate variability is often impacted. It's when there's an imbalance almost in your heart rate. Pranayama helps to balance this out. It takes you from your fight or flight to your rest and digest. It soothes overthinking in your mind. It helps you clear emotions that you weren't even maybe aware were there. So pranayama is a holistic practice where you're working with the physical, you're working with the mental, you're working with the emotional, and you're working with the spiritual. I recently had a client, and after 1 week of practicing pranayama only, they were able to transcend some of the guilt that they were feeling. They were able to move this stagnant energy that was really in the pit of their stomach. And I saw them the following week, they said, I got up and went for a run after doing some pranayama. They haven't run for 4 or 5 years. This is the power of pranayama in the space of a week. Consistency is key when it comes to this practice. To reap the rewards, to become the master of your mind, consistency and repetition is key. So as we go on this journey together, I will teach you what has been taught to me, and then it's for you to be disciplined and practice in your own time, to become the controller not only of your mind, but your universe, your world, your experiences. So I hope that this gift that I have to give to you is well received. I'm so excited to create this space to bring you into Namaste.